when you work in an office building or even an office at home, you're going to need some things, some hacks to get you through the day and make sure that you can get everything done when you have ADHD. These are things that have helped me and I want them to help you as well too. Now, the first thing is you want to have everything in your office. It has to have a place in there because you want to be able to find things when you need them. And your office desk can get really cluttered really easily, and that can be a bad thing because if someone comes say I need this and you can't find it because it's under papers or in a drawer or in a cabinet, you have no idea where it is, then that can be a very bad thing. So you want to actually go around your office and figure out where are the best places for the things that actually need every day, and for the important things, where am I going to put them as well? And that way it makes it much easier. Now, the other thing is don't put anything down, but put it away. Yes, this works in your home, but it works in your office too, because there are going to be things that you have that you know where they go. And if you put it down in the wrong place in your desk or somewhere or in a drawer somewhere, you might forget where it is. And someplace you want to do is you want to practice minimalism in your office because you want to minimize the amount of things on your desk and your drawers to make it easier for you to find things when you need them. You don't want to have a lot of stuff on your office desk where it's just cluttered up with papers or pens or notebooks or files or whatever, because then you won't be able to find the things when you actually need them. You want to make sure that surface is clear, that desk is clear, everything but your essentials, and then find places for the other things that you know you'll need at a later time and put them in a desk or drawer or somewhere else that you will remember where they are. You can use color organization as well to make sure you know when a certain thing is in a certain folder or where it's located at. You can also label things to make sure you know where things are at, but you just don't want to have your desk with like all this different stuff on it, because it's just going to make it a much harder time for you to actually get things done when your desk is really cluttered like that. Now, another thing that you want to do is you actually want to make sure that when you see something that you know you need to get done, you know it won't take you a long time to actually do that thing, that you want to go ahead and do it right then and there so you can go ahead and get that thing done and complete it. Because if you don't, sometimes you might just forget about that thing. Even if you have stuff on your calendar, you get busy doing something else, and then the thing you actually need to do, you realize later in the day, this need to be completed by today, but you didn't do it because of the fact that something else got in the way of you completing that thing. And so what you want to do anytime you go to or you have an activity or a work project or whatever it is that you know that you can complete in a short time, go ahead and do it and get it out of the way, and then come back and do more things that are harder or will take you a longer time as well, and things that you don't have to complete right now, right in that day. Then you want to actually do those things at a later date, or actually do those things later in your day. And now something else that's great for an office is to actually have a landing pad, or what's called a launch pad. This is a place in your office that you designate to put your keys, your phone, and your wallet every time you're at your office desk, because you want to be able to find those things at the time when you get ready to leave or go to lunch and everything. And those are actually important because you need all those things to leave and go back home, or all those things when you are done doing your office work and you want to go to the grocery store or something like that. You want to be able to find those things. And so this is a great way to make sure that you know where they are all the time. Now, something else that you need to do is you need to plan your breaks. And what I would say is you work 15 minutes and take a 5-minute break. Now, how do you do this if you're actually working in a building and you can't just get up and go outside and take a break? What you do is you take your stuff that is really just mentally taxing, you're going to be working on that. But stuff that is just less mentally taxing, when you need to take that break, you go do those stuff. Oh, I'm working on this project. Oh, well, time for my break. Oh, I'm going to check my email to make sure everything's good with my email. You work 15 minutes. Oh, a 5-minute break. I'm going to go and check and make sure these papers are in order. Those things are things you can do that don't take a lot of brain power, basically. And that's going to be a good break for your brain just to get refreshed and everything. And then you go back and actually do the much harder thing. And another thing that you want to do is you actually want to break your day into manageable goals. And you do this in the morning. You just look at everything you have to do. You pick like 2 or 3 things or 4 things, whatever it is, whatever you need to get done during the day. And then you work towards those goals. And you figure out what things are urgent, what things are not so urgent, what things can, be done tomorrow. And so you figure out all that, and then you plan your goals for the day. And then you take all those goals. Like if you have a big project or a big thing to do, then you want to actually break it down into different little goals during the day so that you can get those things done. And as you're going through and hitting a different point and different point and different point, you're still going to get to the whole goal. But the thing about it is, you're just making them more manageable for you so that you don't think about the whole end goal at once. You think about the next step you have to take and the next step you have to take. And then eventually you get to the same point that everybody else is going to get to. You just broke it down a little more. Now, another thing that you can do is to actually have theme days and name your days for different activities you want to do. For example, you have Catch Up Friday. You do all your catch up stuff on Friday, or Prep for the Week Monday. You get in, you do everything you need to prep for the week, everything so that you have stuff in order so you can do the stuff you need for the next 3 days. And also, you know, at the end of the week, you're going to do all the stuff to catch up as well. And so this is going to help you just know exactly what you're going to do when you go into the office each day, and just make it much easier so you don't have to really go through and think about, okay, what is my goal for the day? I know that my goal for these certain days are these certain things. Another thing that you want to do is you want to use visual cues in your office to help you remember where things are, what you need to do. And this, for example, is you can actually have different colors of different things and put them on different drawers. This drawer is for work I need to do today. This drawer is for work I need to do, the next day. Or this is for, I'm planning my summer vacation and I just need that time off. So I'm going to put everything for that in this drawer. And you may put a picture of the place you want to go on that drawer as well. And that's going to be a visual cue. So throughout your day, then you'll be able to find certain things just by putting pictures there or stickers there or labels there. Something to help jog your memory about what is in that location is going to make it much easier to find whatever you need to find and get through the day with accomplishing more, because of the fact that you know where stuff is. And also you can remind yourself, okay, I need to do this certain thing, just by using a visual cue. Now, speaking of that, you also have sticky notes, which are great for visual cues as well, because they come in different colors and you can put them anywhere in your office. And just don't put too many, because it does end up that sticky notes are all over the walls and everything. I've done that, trying to figure out, okay, I need a sticky note here, sticky note there, and then it just feels like it's covered. And that's not a good thing, because then you really can't find anything as you're looking through your sticky notes. But the whole point about it is that you can use them without even having to write anything on them, just by the colors. But you also can use them, and they're great for this, is that you label things with them. You write yourself notes, anything that you need to remember, you put down on a sticky note, and then you put it somewhere in your office that you know will remember where it is. And that way it's going to remind you of certain things or help you to remember what you have to do during the day and everything like that. So a sticky note is great for that. Also, along with sticky notes, just regular pen and paper. Pen and paper is great because when you are doing anything with ADHD, sometimes you get a lot of information at once when you're in the office and you're trying to remember all that stuff at one time. And you have working memory. Everybody has working memory. And that's the memory that you use to remember things when somebody is telling you more information each time that goes into your working memory, and you're trying to keep that information in your mind. Now, the thing about this is, when you get too much information at once, you start forgetting things that you initially want to remember. And then that's going to be an issue, because especially at work, you need to be able to listen to whatever somebody is telling you and make sure you understand it, and make sure you have all the information to actually complete whatever they're trying to complete. So pen and paper helps you to offload information that's currently in your working memory so that you don't have to keep it in your mind. You put it down on paper, and then you're able to take in more information and remember more stuff. And you keep one stuff down with a pen and a paper. And this is a great thing to have when you're in your office or when you go to a meeting or just anywhere, because when you have ADHD, you want to make sure that you can actually take down all the information, take notes to make sure you're remembering everything and covering everything as well. And this is a really simple way to do that. Now, another thing to do is to actually put your clothes out the night before. This is going to help you get to the office on time, because you have your clothes and you set them out. Say, I'm going to wear this outfit tomorrow. You put everything together. Then when you get up in the morning, all you have to do is get ready. You already know what you're going to wear. and it's already put in a place to where you know that you can get it really easily, and it's gonna help you save time getting dressed rather than looking in your closet and trying to figure out, okay, what am I gonna wear? Does this match? Does that match? Can I wear this? Do I feel like this is going to be good enough for me to wear today? And you go through all those different things trying to figure out just what you want to wear for the day. Instead, you've already picked out the outfit, and you don't have to do any more with that. And also do this, have a daily bag that you actually set up the day before for everything you need the next day. That way you know everything is in there. You get all the essentials, you put them in this bag so that when you get it the next day, you don't have to worry about all the essential stuff. You know it's in that bag, ready to go. So when you walk out the door, you just pick up that bag and you just go. Now you can also do this for like your bathroom and you're ready to get up in the morning. Have all your stuff in a bag or in a basket that you use for in the morning. That way when you get up in the morning, you go in there, you pick up the stuff or use stuff you need to use, and then you get ready. This is gonna just make it a lot easier and more efficient for you when you are trying to get out the door in the morning to go to work or just trying to start your day. Now, another thing you want to do also is find some way to relax at work. And you can do this really easily, whether it's having headphones on, noise canceling headphones with like music on, or you might have a fidget toy that is not, one that just is not distracting, but one that you can use at work. Like I have an honor roller, which is really cool, and that's really quiet. Just something that is actually going to make you more relaxed when you're at work, because sometimes work can be boring, sometimes work can be stressful, and you need something to just relax you just a little bit until you are able to leave work and get home and really relax. Then this is going to be something to think about. Figure out all the things that you can figure out that's going to be easy for you to actually have at work that is going to help relax you. Now, something else you need to learn to do is just to say no to things, because people come by and just ask you, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And then you're going to say yes to all those things. And then all that stuff is just going to be too much and you're going to get stressed out. And that's not a good situation to be in. So say no. Hey, I can't do that right now. I have this project to do, that project to do, whatever. Hey, I can't take on any more stuff right now. Next time, or you need something down the road. Cool. But right now, no, can't do that. And people will be okay with that because they came to you, you said no, and now they know, okay, you can't do it, so I have to go ask someone else or figure out some way to do it. And that's gonna make it just a much more better atmosphere for you, because of the fact that you won't be extra stressed out trying to get your work done and their work done. And then you can get everything you need to get done. And then if you have extra time to do other things, then yeah, it's fine, at that point to say yes. But learn to say no. Now, another thing that's really good to have at your work is somebody that you are cool with. Somebody that you just get along with, you hang out with, you have some laughs and everything. Find that person that you can work with, because that person is going to help you a lot. They're going to help you with accountability. They're going to help you with going to lunch and just relaxing. They're going to help you basically just have, make your day better just by being around them and hear some stories and have some interaction. And this is a great thing. You got to find that person that you can work with. Also, you might have a group project, and then you want them in that group because of the fact that they're cool, you can work with them, and they are just one of the people that will help you make sure that you get everything done, and you can help make sure that they get everything done, and that's beneficial to you both. And something else you need to do as a working professional is to delegate things to different people. If you're a manager, this is essential to be able to say, okay, you do this, you do that, and I'm going to take care of this part, and then you just do the delegation in the parts that are for the job, or you also can delegate things you're not good at. So for example, you're in a group project or something like that. Hey, I can handle this. I'm great at this. Can you do this part? And that way, everybody has a part that they're good at and you can get everything done. But you need to be able to do this, because at some point you might just be taking on too much, or you might be trying to do something that you're just not really good at when someone else is really good at it. And they can either teach you how to do it, or maybe you go around to them and they say yes to doing that thing or helping you out that way. And then you are trading favors at that point. Hey, you helped me at this point. Good. You did everything like that. I'm going to help you out too. And that way you just trade favors back and forth. And that can be a really good thing too, because then you establish a relationship like, hey, this person is somebody I can depend on. This person helps me get all this stuff done. And you have a great working relationship with those people, even if you are delegating things to them, which is awesome. Now, another thing you actually need to know as well is how to set up your desk so that you can get everything done during your day. I have a video about how to do that, and this is for your home office, which is going to be really good ADHD hacks for your home office to make it ADHD friendly. Let that video come up. All you have to do is just click it. It'll probably come up right here, so you can just click that and watch that video.